optics, dental technicians, and health and social care. I have a class together with Stefania, and this class is made up of a group of students in their 4th year in the hotel course, cookery, mainly cookery. And we'd like to involve some of our students in this project because we think that entrepreneurship is an important skill our students have to learn. Okay, okay, if non so, Raja or Stefania, if you want to say something.
All right. My colleague Raja would speak Arabic, and I will translate. Raja, can you? Okay, I will activate your mic. رجاء باش تقدم روحك بالعربي ما يسالش وانا نترجم اما بالجمله بالجمله.
رجاء سيسي تربيه مدنيه في نفس المعهد اللي بقى فيها هيفا.
Okay, she said, hello everyone. I'm Raja Sisi, a civic education teacher in the same school where I teach, where Haifa Masgroup teaches.
عندي نادي اسمه نادي المواطنة الفاعلة ومنخرط في مشروع مع نوادي أخرى في إطار e-Twinning مع هيفا وصنيا. نيكوليك هيفا وصنيا.
Okay. Okay, so she says that she said that she is a civic education teacher. She is active. She has got an e-Twinning club with her students. She has got a club that is called civic education, not civic education, citizenship. Effective citizenship, that's the right translation. And she's also involved in other, her activities in the club are involved in the activities of other e-Twinning clubs, like the one which I'm involved in, the e-Twinning club of the school, and another club which is La Soupape, and the cinema club. So we are different clubs that work together involving students in our e-Twinning projects.
Donc تلامذتنا هما نفسهم معناها الترانش داج معناها دو 15 حتى ل 19 عندنا برشا نعمل في ديزاكتيفيتي سواء في الكلوب نتاعي معناها واحد والا مع لي زوتر كلوب.
Okay. Yes. She says if you want to ask a question, maybe. And she says that we deal with the same age category of students, age 15 to 18, 19. And she said again that her students are involved whether in her club or in the frame of the different clubs, they are involved in some e-Twinning activities.
Just one question. How do you organize the activities for these clubs? Are your students volunteers? Do they come in the afternoon after lessons, for example?
Donc, Haïfa, est-ce que les mecs sont des volontaires?
Yes. اي قالت لك كيفاش تنظموا لي زاكتيفيتي نتاعكم؟ التلامذه يجيو فولونتيرمون وحدهم ولا كيفاش معناتها الطريقه؟ تسال يجيو العشيه بعد الكلاس والا معناتها في الوقت تحطوا
هما اللي يكونوا متطوعين ويزيدوا يعملوا دعايه باش يجيبوا معاهم متطوعين اخرين. بليزاكتي باش نعملوا يديروا معنا الاكتيفيتي ومن بعد يجيو معنا ناس اخرين.
Okay, so she says she started the activities with her students in a club, and in Tunisia, clubs are active Friday afternoons, and her students invite they act as volunteers and invite other students to join their activities, whether they are working on an e-twinning project or not working in an e-twinning project.
So the work is done after the usual lessons, not during the lessons. Yes.
Yes, normally, yeah, it happened this way. But the choice of the activities is within the curriculum that is taught. Whether the activities are in class or extracurricular activities or being part of a club, they all involve activities that are dealt with normally in the curriculum of civic education or English or French or whatever subject is involved.
دونك الاكتيفيتي تنجم تكون في النشاط معناتها تابع هدف نتاع درس معناها يتلقاو.
أي. Yes, so that's, she said that the activity could be linked or related to a lesson that is dealt with in class, but they do the activity in the club.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rajay. Ines has joined us. Ines, تسمع فيا؟ تسمع Ines? Do you hear me, Ines? No? I need to activate your mic, maybe. Yes. Ines? تسمع Ines? Okay, Ines, if you can speak French, si tu peux parler en français, je vais le traduire, ou en arabe, c'est comme tu veux, comme tu veux. Ines, تسمع? لا, we can't hear you. اوكي ايناس كنت نجم تكلم حتى بالعربي ميسالش I will translate نترجم ميسالش تكلم بالعربي ما نسمعش فيك ايناس ايناس يظهر لي عندك مشكلة في الميكرو نجم من فوق الميكرو فما يكون من فوق الميكرو أكتر اوكي توا نسمعي
ليه ديجا اكتيفي الميكرو
سي بون توا نسمعو فيك ايناس
اي شنو باش نحكي انا نحكي النعاقة
اوكي سو تعرف روحي يس مسجلة لا سيونس دايرة دونك تعرف بروحك ايناس
Hi, I'm happy to be here to collaborate with you. I teach computer science to secondary school students.
Students, okay.
I collaborate with students in a club. club كيف بالانجلي وين
Yes.
No.
So she says that she collaborates. Okay, Ines is a computer science teacher in Qurba Secondary School. It's somewhere near the governor of Nebel. And she teaches secondary school students, and her activities are also part of an e-twinning club. In this e-twinning club, she's involving her students in doing some coding and some coding and some computer science activities. So maybe we can collaborate together in the future activities to create for the creation of websites, probably for creating apps if the students suggest to create some apps for their ideas.
Where is Ines from? Where is she from?
Ines ترجمته?
Yeah.
Just a second, Ines. Yes. Ines.
I found Stefania's webcam stopped.
Did I stop it?
No.
No. She stopped it, maybe.
I don't know. But she's still, now it's active. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Ines is from Tunisia also. She's a colleague from Tunisia, and she's also a trainer. She's a teacher, and she has joined e-Twinning. She is a new e-Twinner. She joined e-Twinning to collaborate with us in this project.
Okay, and my colleague Stefania joined e-Twinning last year.
Yes.
We had a project together about plastic, and also something about climate action, something like that. And now she's in this project, and then maybe Stefania can tell us something about herself and the subject that she teaches. Stefania, do you want to speak? Stefania, we can't hear you.
Just a second. I need to activate the mic. Just a second. Yes.
Okay.
Now it is active.
So, Stefania, if you want to introduce yourself to the group. It's not working.
I think she needs to activate her mic from the top. Okay. She says her connection is very weak. Maybe you can write in the chat or stop sharing your camera. Just keep it audio so that you can speak maybe, or as you like.
Okay, she can hear, but I can say something about Stefania. She teaches Italian and history at my school. She's a very active teacher, and she's involved in several projects. Students love her a lot because of her commitment. So we appreciate her very much, really.
Nice to meet you, Stefania, and looking forward to work with you. Rajay also is a very committed teacher, as I know her from my school. Ines also is a committed teacher as well. And unfortunately, there are two other colleagues who couldn't join us because they were teaching. They are teaching, but I will. There's going to be a recording for the session, and they will have the opportunity or probably other opportunities to talk about themselves. We have another colleague also. Sorry?
Yes, I want to add that one more teacher from my school is in the project. Her name is Mariangela Cerri. She will join the project soon. And she is another great teacher at our school because she supports a lot of activities, and we have been working together for more than 15 years. And so I trust Mariangela a lot. And yes, and then there should also be a teacher from Germany. I met her during the conference. She's a young teacher. Maybe you remember her. She's tall and blonde haired. and she wrote to me that she wanted to join the project. Oh, some music. And she wrote to me that she wants to join the project, and that her teacher allowed her to be part of it. Maybe today she didn't manage to join the meeting, but if she starts working, I think we will have a good partner as well.
Great. So we have now 4 nationalities, I think, or 3. We have partners from Tunisia, partners from Italy, partners from Hungary, partners from Germany, as you said, and partners from Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah. The one from Jordan is going to join us. She said she gets home at 3:30. So probably she will join in a few minutes. If she couldn't, then I will contact her and brief her for the information. Sorry. So maybe we can start talking a little bit of the project. Really, I didn't prepare something well developed, but just we started introducing ourselves, and we will talk about the project idea, the one you wrote, Mariella. So the idea consists in having students develop some projects or some ideas of projects that they will develop into some kind of business, going through different steps to make or to create a startup. And also, this is probably the final product, is getting an idea for a business. And to get to this final product, the students need to go through some activities. These activities are going to get to know what is entrepreneurship, what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur, and probably they will focus on social entrepreneurship. Also, the students need to interview some entrepreneurs, have an idea of some people who are successful, and we will do some interviews, maybe watch some success stories of some successful people. So to get to know the characteristics of these different people and how they made it to the top with their success stories. And probably then we will need to think about a common or an international activity where all the students or where students from different nationalities could participate or could create a partnership or a collaboration. So this part is really the most important one for the project. And as I couldn't think of a clear activity to do, I have some ideas. Maybe I will listen to you if you have some ideas. And as far as the tools are concerned, we can use a maximum of the tools proposed in the twin space. So this year, for example, I did not opt for creating a Padlet for students to introduce themselves. I used a twin board for students to introduce themselves by adding videos, by adding links, or any other format they could choose to introduce themselves.
Okay. Haifa, we had a class meeting last week, on Monday, sorry. And I was told that our students I had the idea of
Yes.
organizing a multi-ethnic meal, because we have different nationalities in the class, in that class, and I would like to organize it for February, inviting parents and inviting the not so something from someone from the municipality, from the town hall, and so they will have to collect the recipes, choose the best ones that better represent a certain nationality, and they, since they study cookery, they will prepare the dishes and organize the event. If you like the idea, this could be a first step then to organize something together related to food. I think food can be a good link, a good connection among all nationalities. This is something, recipes are something that represent a cultural heritage of every nation, and we can relate food to sustainability and also to climate action. So because if students select recipes or adapt recipes so that they can be sustainable, and if they also promote how can you say, separate the collection of waste, and then also if they teach one another how to reduce waste. So all these could be also related to climate action, because you told me that we need to do something in that sense. If you like the idea, if you think that this may be an idea for the project to start with, this is what our students had suggested.
Okay, so I like the idea of creating some recipes to for sustainability, for also not wasting food, turning recipes or recycling recipes so that there is no waste, no food waste. So that's
also, you know that if too much meat is used, is consumed, this is bad for the environment, because animals produce a lot of methane gas, and so if they I'm going to say they select recipes based on vegetables instead of meat, these would be sustainable. So we can think of it could be, I don't know, a virtual company that promotes products from all the partner countries, or a virtual restaurant, or I don't know if you have other ideas. And if you want to link it to your project about reading, about books, recipe books with so we can think of a recipe book with something different, not the usual recipe book, for example.
a recipe to be a good reader, for example.
Yeah, yes. So
Yeah.
I don't know, because it depends on what your school and your students want to do.
Okay, so what you wanted to say, Mariella, if I understood it, the message is that your students need to work on something related to cookery. That's it.
This is something they had decided for every month. Our students can independently organize an activity for a morning, and this is called, it's a special day that all classes have every month or two. And so they have decided to organize this activity. And we thought during the teachers' meeting, we thought that we could link this activity that had been thought by our students, not by teachers, but by the students. We could link it to this project about entrepreneurship, because if it's something that the students have decided, they will work and they will try to do their best. If it's something that comes from us, maybe it would be difficult for them.
Okay, so I understand. So this is what your school can do. Maybe with other partners we might find other ideas, and we will split students into groups who can work for different ideas.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so for the moment we have this idea, and I'm thinking also about including some, I've been thinking about an application that, a mobile application that deals with people who are going into a diet. This is something we face in Tunisia. Personally, I've went through this. Whenever I go, I will go through a diet. I will stop doing the diet because I cannot cook the meals that I don't have the time to cook the meals especially for the diet. Okay, as maybe you know it, in Tunisia we cook a lot with fat food, lot of fries, a lot of oil, you know. So this type of food needs some time, and so I thought maybe we could probably think about some a startup that cooks this kind of food, works with nutrition, and maybe make some delivery for this kind of food to the people who want to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can start with this idea with the cookery for our students and your students if they wish.
Okay.
As you said, ethnic and some kind of food for people who are going through a diet. Just a second, Mariela, I need to open the door. My door is knocking.
Mm-hmm.
به أنا طريقة هذا المكتب. I'm back. So what can we do? Maybe I will ask my colleagues if they have some suggestions. I will ask them in Arabic if you don't mind. إيناس ورجي تسمعوا فيا؟
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
And we have, so Stefania has already arranged a meeting with young entrepreneurs.
Okay, and we can also think about
collecting
involving an association in Tunisia that also collects caps, plastic caps, and those plastic caps are exchanged exchanged for a sum of money, for an amount of money, and with that money they get some wheelchairs for handicapped people, for needy handicapped people. So maybe I can contact her and ask her to collaborate with us in the project. So Ines ورجاء كانت تسمع فيا. باهي صوت رجاء اوكي الصوت نتاع الاخر. رجاء تسمع توا تتكلم توا تسمع اوكي باهي رجاء نحكيو على لي زيدي نتاع فهمت نحكينا على لي زيدي نتاع البروجي قالت معناتها هي تقري في تلامذة اللي هما ديزيليف نتاع معناتها مهني فوكيشنال قالت وهما يخدموا على الكوكري على الطبخ. قالت نجموا نخدموا حاجة هما عندهم ان ايفينمون في فيفريي المكتب نتاعهم باش يستدعوا فيه دي ريسبونسابل من البلدية نتاعهم ولي بارون باش يعملوا تسمى بانكي هكايا فيه مثل ملتي ناسيونال من لي بارتنير اللي في البروجي. وهما في البروجي الاكتيفيتي انترناسيونال باش يحكيو معناتها في اهداف التنميه المستدامه وفي الشونجمون كليماتيك باش يخفوا من الاستعمال نتاع الاستهلاك معناتها يقلوا من الاستهلاك باش يحاولوا يشوفوا دي روسيت نتاع ماكلات نجموا كيما احنا نقولوا ريسيكلاج مثلا جلبانه تردها طاجين ولا حاجه هكا فهمت. اما هما من لي بيي من لي ديفيرون بيي وباش يطيبوهم وباش يذوقوهم للعباد اللي عندهم اللي باش يجيوهم في الايفينمون. هذه الفكره اللي هما قالتي نجموا يخدموا عليها في الاكتيفيتي انترناسيونال في الكولابوراسيون انترناسيونال. ما نعرفش ايناس انا ايناس اقترحت انه في هذه نجموا مثلا نعملوا دي روسيت اون ابليكاسيون فيها لي روسيت من العالم مثلا من لي بيي هذوما اللي مشاركين معنا ولا دي روسيت يعاونوا على معناتها في باش نقصوا من الاستهلاك من الكونسوماسيون وسورتو باش نحافظوا على المحيط. كل ما نقصوا الكونسوماسيون نحافظوا على المحيط اكثر. سي فيزابل ايناس؟ ايناس مانيش تسمع فيك راه لازمك انت تخدم الميكرو نتاعك.
ما همنيش فيك.
تسمع؟
فوالا
نتكلم ولا نجم؟ صحيح.
ولا هما يطلعوا لي روسيت
الابليكاسيون هي فيها دي روسيت. لا انت تلمذتك عليهم الابليكاسيون في الخدمه.
نعملوا ابليكاسيون تصب على الاندرويد باش يجينيريو بها لي روسيت.
اي معناتها التلامذة الكل باش يخدموا كل ما باش نقسموا احنا الخدمة on va partager les tâches في les جروب انترناسيونال. فهمتني ايناس؟ كل تلميذ عنده تاش باش يعملها فهمتني. ناس باش مثلا ناس باش تطيب الماكله ناس باش تلم لي روسيت من لي ديفيرون بيي. اتو نشوفوا هذه كيفاش لي زاكتيفيتي ولكن انت بوتيتر تلمذتك البارتي كي لي كونسيرن هي انهم يعملوا ابليكاسيون مش الكلهم. احنا مازلنا هذه فكره واحده نتاع الاكتيفيتي كولابوراتيف انترناسيونال. نجموا نلقاو راهو دوطخ زيدي زاده بخلاف هذيا. هذه واحده نجموا نخدموا عليها.
اي l'application
she's asking okay
l'application
Mariella
تعطيها لي زانغريديون يترجع لك الروسيت
تعطيها مثلا تكست و ريشيرش مثلا نتاع ما نعرفش انا نعرفوا ما نعرفش بالتراديسيون كولينير نتاع البلاد هذيك معناتها المطبخ نتاع البلاد شنو هو اشهر الماكلات بتات وهما كيفاش عملوا مثلا الميكس نتاع قداش من مثلا ماكله من هنا لموهم كيفاش نجموا نقتصدوا بهم الماكلات اللي يقتصدوا اكثر ولا الماكلات اللي ما استعملوش اللحم فيها وهما يعطيوهم من كافه المغذيات مثلا.
وانا سمعتك بالكل ما سمعتكش اللي قلت كنت
باهي اوكي باهي عندي باش نكتب انا اوكي I will write. Yes. Yes.
Haifa, the colleague from Germany wrote to me that she was trying to join the meeting. And maybe she asked for your contact, if you can check that she may join. But I'm not sure if, because I sent her an email through e-Twinning.
Okay, so did you add her to the project? Did you invite her?
Read it or not. Okay, so if you want to check, maybe we will have another
okay,
part.
and for this live event, I think, can she join it? Or
yeah, I invited her and she said that she has accepted now. I don't know if she saw the message because you know it depends if she is
yes,
she's using the computer now, and if she sees the message I sent it through the email. But anyway, maybe
okay.
If you record
so this is done. So that's concerning the activity. Ines.
They can
Ines.
listen to what we
تسمع Ines?
later. The part.
Ines is not hearing us. Maybe the connection is not so good with her. Okay, so I will transmit this message. I will tell her what are we going to do and how she can contribute with her students. Rajay, انت عم
I find, to make things clearer for the partners, in my opinion, it is better if we prepare a presentation with all the steps of the project. Maybe you can first decide with your colleagues what you can do. And then if you share the presentation with me, Stefania and Mariangela, my colleagues, we will add our part and then we will share it with the other partners so that we can all contribute to the planning of the project according to what our schools can actually do to contribute to it. So it is better if we plan step by step, otherwise it's not so clear. It may be clear for us, for the part that concerns our school. It may be clear for you, for your school, but if we have to work together and join forces, it is better if we plan in advance. And so it's better, as you did with Grandma's story. It was clear from the beginning, you have to do this.
Yes, I perfectly understand, but to organize this, I did not want
then
as that includes only English. For the Grandma Story project, it included only English, as it is the first time I will be working involving really teachers from other disciplines. So I thought probably we can see together what we can do together. So what are the things? And then I'm going to prepare a presentation that, for example, we will see what are the different disciplines. I will share a document with the different disciplines that are taught with the colleagues that are teaching, and probably you would say how you can contribute to the idea of entrepreneurship. And then maybe we will think of an activity that could match all of them or many of them. Okay, maybe we can work on some different international activities that involve more or less many teachers from 2 disciplines or from 2 countries.
Because for my class, the disciplines, the subjects that are involved are English, history, and food science, and cookery, obviously, because we also have the cooks, our colleagues that are cooks that are involved. And history, in the sense of the history of the countries the students are from, because we have students from Latin America in the class, and what else? Let me think. Yes, from Latin America is the student I'm talking about, and so history is involved. Also, history of the food that.
Okay, so you said food science is involved. Food science
of our of our territory, and so. Food science. Mariangela, yeah, my colleague Mariangela teaches food science. It's related to biology and special diets, counting calories in recipes, so and taking into account the nutrients contained in each kind of food, and so. So it's related to what you suggested, for example, the app for special app for diets. Yes, my colleague is an expert about diets, and she's a teacher. She's a biology teacher. She studied biology at when she was at university, and she teaches food science, but there's a plus because her husband runs a restaurant, and she collaborates with him as well, and so she knows from practice, okay, what the best recipes and how to blend them.
Okay, so that's related to that part. Okay, my friends who are teaching maybe
separate
civic education, we will think together how we can contribute to that product. So we have two suggestions of products that we can do, the one related to diets and the one with multi-ethnic recipes. So these are the two international activities. We will ask other partners, since they are not here, and they may tell us what are the things they think would make a good international activity. They would collaborate in them. So for the time being, our students, Inès, Rajé, Sonia, who is also teaching in my school and who couldn't join today, started with students' introductions. So the students started introducing themselves. They shared some of them shared their introductions already. So maybe you can invite your students to do the same. Okay.
Yeah, I told them because
Yeah.
Gloria, I haven't seen them for 10 days because I was in Greece, and then when I
Okay,
came back,
so
I had
we will also need to plan for a session with the students. So when is the best time that you think your students could have a meeting with other students?
Always in the morning, because in the afternoon they don't stop at school. I'm sorry about that, but it's not possible in the afternoon. Maybe if there are, maybe I had already told you, there are some days, I think too, when they stay at school until 2 p.m. And if you yes, maybe we can plan the activity there, but I have to ask one of my colleagues.
From 1 to 2 p.m. Wednesday, does it sound okay for you?
Because I don't teach
Wednesdays.
From 1 to 2 p.m. I have earlier classes.
Not this week, Haifa.
Yeah. Yes. Not this week, Narfe. I know. We have exams, not this week. We are talking about the best time that we can meet.
Anyway, it will be just one time, I suppose, before Christmas.
Okay.
Yes. No, not this week. No.
All right. Good. Then also something else to add, my students are going to create postcards as we are going to exams next week, and then test correction for the week after. So for the time we will meet during the clubs, we will be doing some postcards to send to our different partners for the new year. That is being said, we will also organize for the ice-breaking activity. Maybe we can work together on this. I will post something on it on the Twin Space. Find someone who, as an ice-breaking activity, you create a forum dedicated to this. And students should we will split students into groups or something. I will propose it. I will write it and post it so that you can validate it or modify it if it is not okay, if it's possible.
Okay. Yes, for the online meeting, I don't know how we can organize it. If you want the whole class.
Yes.
You said they had to prepare a presentation about Tunisia.
Mm-hmm.
Your students
maybe they could prepare something about the food also.
Talk about
since they will be involved.
See what was right, what
okay.
was a stereotype.
So,
a stereotype. What is correct?
4, yes. Yes. Thank you, everyone. I will stop the recording.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, now the recording is stopped.
I have to say goodbye now because it's 4 and I have to leave. Yes, I have to leave. And
yes, okay. Maybe the beginning of maybe Monday or Sunday late.